when my mother was alone after she and my father broke up, she was welcomed into the home of the actor Ludwig Satz. His wife was my mother's sister by my grandmother's second marriage. Her second daughter with another husband was called Lily. Her lifetime, I think, was very, very interesting. She was married, she was talented, and she played parts as what was called a soubrette. She would play parts like the maid. And the plays that she was in, I remember she and the chauffeur would usually have a romance. And as part of her scenes with him, they would dance and sing. And she and Lily, although she wasn't a beauty, she was overweight, but she was a good dancer. And she could sing these kind of songs that you'd expect the maid to sing. Starting with past history, like a few years before, Ludwig Satz came from Austria. He felt himself a little more cultivated than the average New York Jew who came from Poland or Russia. And he was very talented, very good looking, very charming, very ambitious. He was after my mother, as most men were. He was only a short time, but he realized that she was not throwing herself at his feet. So he settled for Lily. Lily knew this. I never forgave the world, nor especially my mother, nor everything that came from my mother, like me. So when my mother was single, my mother needed a family appropriate for which she didn't have. So she turned to her sister, Lily. Lily was gracious and took me in. But she resented me. And all the years that went by after that, I was living in her house. I slept in her house. I was always aware that underneath she didn't even like me. She didn't like me because she was angry with my mother. And here she was seeking this profound favor by taking in her sister's son. in a house that she made comfortable with Ludwig Sass, her husband, whom she knew she had played only a secondary role. And she surely let me know it, because I remember being terrified of her. Little things would happen. They had a sort of a fortune teller come to the house and do a private session with every member and then offer a report. So the two girls, Celia and Mimi, were examined by her, by this woman, and I was the third of the children to be examined by her. The next day they took out all the reviews that she had written about all of it. And there were interesting insights that he developed into everybody. And I remember listening and being terrified because he hadn't come to me yet. Finally she did. She flipped over the card. She said, "Oh yes, here's Selwyn." My heart sank. I was really terrified. She smacked her lips. And I remember one of my cousins said, "Well, what did she say about Selwyn?" And I remember thinking to the bottom of the world, because I knew it couldn't be good, especially since Lily was examining. And I remember somebody saying, well, was it good or wasn't it good? She hadn't talked yet, but I knew it. And I remember she said, well, not very good. And there were some casual things she said about me, but to me it was bad. And to everybody it was bad. And I just wanted to slink away. But that was her attitude toward me. And when I went off to school, she would say, already talks with the girls. With me, she would be extravagant in her warnings to me not to make trouble in the school. I think I occasionally made trouble. I had a fight with somebody, or I lost something. It was always not good. And when she said goodbye to me, the tone said out loud, no matter what I tell you, you're not going to be good.